The PM has talked about what he calls our sovereign capability.
Yeah, Tom, good morning to you. Good morning to the viewers. We know the significant safety standards and requirements the Therapeutic Goods Administration had to go through in order to approve that Pfizer jab. It's now going through exactly the same rigmarole when it comes to the AstraZeneca jab out of Oxford in the United Kingdom. There are significant problems with the global supply chain, though, especially into Europe, where European countries have been told of those delays. It is going to put more pressure on CSL here, that's the old Commonwealth Serum Laboratories, where they're actually going to be making the vaccine for Australians. Our government has paid what it calls a premium to enable it to produce the vaccine here. They're hoping to eventually get 1 million doses a week. So a lot more pressure on CSL. But first, the TGA needs to approve that jab. Here's Scott Morrison on radio this morning.
They'll now work on the TGA approval for the AstraZeneca vaccine. And so the strategy, is going ahead as we anticipated. There'll be the odd bumps here and there with production schedules overseas. But one of the reasons we chose to produce the vaccine here in Australia, the AstraZeneca vaccine, and we had to work hard to achieve that and pay a bit of a premium for it. It means that our vaccination program will not be completely hostage to the production schedules of countries overseas. That sovereign capability to produce the vaccine here, we made a high priority.
Now, Tom, Brendan Murphy spoke yesterday about the great uncertainties when it comes to this virus, and actually when it comes to the vaccines. They're actually not sure if Australians are going to end up requiring more vaccinations as we go forward, as the strains continue to change. It's something Michael Kidd, the Deputy Chief Health Officer, spoke about also today, the fact that as this virus mutates, they'll end up having to keep a closer eye on future variants and what the population will need to do to keep that herd immunity. Here's the doctor.
So the results of the research and the clinical trials to date show that both the Pfizer vaccine and the AstraZeneca vaccine, which is the next vaccine being considered for approval in Australia, both appear to provide high levels of protection against the variants of concern which have appeared. But we are following this very, very closely, and obviously as new variants appear, and particularly new variants which are shown to be more transmissible, and so at risk of causing even greater numbers of people being infected in an outbreak. We're following each of these variants very closely.
Now, Tom, some of these problems with the global supply chain mean that our targets have been delayed. It was hoped to have 4 million Australians inoculated by March. That now looks like early April. I'll have some more information for the viewers next hour on exactly how the government plans to roll out that Pfizer jab.